football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Cantrell. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Gonna swing it on second down. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. The 20, past the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown time. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Music no.
He wants to change this route.
Center.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the ground with the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. With the catch, it's McLeod. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. Turning it on! He breaks a tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Driver. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Driver. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got the back in the middle.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't. Every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Takes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to Duke. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The hand to the running back. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Runs through the tackle. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
That's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Now they'll try the right side. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Makes the grab, it's McLeod. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Nice grab in traffic. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the 1st down sticks, couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Sparty! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get into the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Snap it to the back. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
A two-tier job for this offense. First, get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
He'll try to pop the draw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
A field goal attempt from this spot will be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown tie! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for them.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's McLeod. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He takes the knee, and it took a while, but they are finally into the win column. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of